Good afternoon and welcome to our weekly men's volleyball press conference. We will start the press conference with an opening statement from head coach Alan Knipe, and then we'll open it up to questions from the media.
Yeah, first of all, we're really excited and grateful to be continuing to play our season. You know, when you end up not winning the AQ at the conference tournament, it's not the ideal way to get in as far as for comfort and. But we felt really, really good about our body of work, and what made it easy is all the top seeds won out, and I thought there was a pretty good chance that would happen and we would get in. So, as I told the guys, that obviously we played to win the conference, and we did the regular season. We didn't in the tournament, but we certainly did a lot of great things during the regular season that gave us the opportunity to continue to play. Very deserving, and look forward to getting after this week, have a great week of training, and then fly this weekend and get back into the championships and get after it.
Coach, what'll it be like facing a team that you haven't faced all season, let alone a team that you've only faced for 2 times in program history?
Yeah, I think that's exciting. I think Grand Canyon's had a heck of a year, and I think Matt's done a great job with his team, and they have a very unique brand of volleyball they play. They have a lot of talent on the court, a lot of good arms, a lot of guys that can jump, and they run a real good offense, tempo offense. They're going to try to stress you with their speed. And, yeah, it'll be different. There's not a ton of teams right now that are trying to be as fast consistently as Grand Canyon is. So, that part will be exciting, and we get some opportunities to see a different matchup. That's fine with me. That's good for the growth of men's volleyball. So as far as not seeing them a whole lot, we didn't see them in the regular season, but the last 2 falls we played each other in Vegas in the fall. So we do there is some the guys do have some familiarity, even though it's fall. They still have a feeling of who the guys are and what the offense feels like and what they're trying to do, block and defense. Obviously, they're considerably better now than they were in the fall, and we would like to think we are too. So we look forward to it.
Now, with you guys in Grand Canyon being the 2 at-larges selected in the tournament, how much of an honor is it for you to be chosen by the committee out of several other teams in consideration for that spot?
Oh, always, yeah. It's there's a lot of teams that would like to be playing, so we don't take it lightly, and we're very grateful to the committee for doing their homework. And at least this day and age, it's so much cleaner as far as the criteria is out where everyone can see it. There's a lot of matrix that you can read to see who wins what matchup, whether head-to-head or schedule or, RPI. So barring the repeat of what we had last year where all the top seeds lost, we felt really, really comfortable that we had a great chance to be in, and that played out. As far as grateful, yeah, you're grateful for all of these opportunities to play in the postseason, to play in the championship. You're never guaranteed anything, and you never know how many what tomorrow brings, or you never know what it's going to look like next year or down the line. So I try to stay really, really present in each one of them, because they're all incredibly special in their own right. So yeah, the guys are fired up to go, and so am I. This is what you prep all year for.
Coach, if I'm not mistaken, the last time that George Mason held the national championship tournament was back in 1990, and you were a player on the team, and you made it to the national championship.
That's right.
Is there any memories from when you were a player at this place where the national championship was held that time?
Yeah, I think it had been a while since Long Beach had played in the finals by the time we played there in 90. I'm not sure as a group we were at our best. I think maybe the moment was a little too big, and we hadn't been in that situation too often the previous couple of years. And I think what I think of the most is, well, they did a spectacular job hosting. They had the arena we're going to play in that was brand new at the time, and but what I take from it was just the process of getting used to that situation and that environment and playing on the big stage, of how well we handled it the next year when we won the national championship. So it was all part of our process.
To that point, players that were playing in the national championship last year for Long Beach State, turning this year, and maybe for the seniors as well,
Mm-hmm.
Do you sense any hunger from them after losing last year, coming into this year, to really go after it?
Yeah, I think so. We don't do a whole lot of talking about, those kind of things, but I would imagine everybody, when you don't win that last game, you do a lot of questioning of what you could have done differently, and that you could see that how that went into our fall and our off-season conditioning and how the guys were in the weight room. So I think it's fueled them most of the season. I don't think it's something just special at the end, but yeah, it all matters.
I know every coach will say serving and passing is as important as anything in volleyball, women's or men's.
Yep.
But against UC Irvine in the Big West tournament, seemed like that was maybe the biggest difference. That was the biggest difference. Is that something fans would be looking to see from the team to improve on in the NCAA tournament?
Yeah, I think we have a very good record this year, and we have a lot of good wins against some really good teams. And in almost all of those situations that we won that battle, that serve and passing battle. And in the few matches we didn't play so well, it was pretty obvious we didn't win that battle. So yeah, it gets kind of old and monotonous to keep saying the same thing, but it is a massive part of the game. So yeah, you want to get a hold of your serve, and you want to get them in trouble and flex how good of a block and defense team you are, and transition team, and score points. And then you want to make sure that you can run a good offense on, regardless if you're in system or you're a little bit out of system, and hopefully some medium system involved in there, and be comfortable in that medium system, because at this time of the year, the teams that are left all have multiple guys that can cause problems from behind the end line. So it'll be what team stays composed and can execute through those moments will really be the difference, because maybe the first time in a while now, I really think that there's a pretty deep field of teams that are going to go to this thing that could win it, and that'll be exciting.
Through the whole journey this year, from day one to now, what have you felt from your team in terms of growth, in terms of just emotional processing, going into this travel day, going to George Mason for the NCAA tournament, maybe for the championship? What are you feeling?
I'm just really, really proud of them. With some of the change that happened at the end of last year, and some new guys, and the growth of all of our returners. And then there was change within our own family here at Long Beach, as far as leadership change, and things have been very unique as a working environment all season long, and just different, as we search for our new, athletic director that does have an impact, and just the day-to-day how things work. And I think the guys have done such a good job of just, controlling what they can control and bubbling up around themselves, the men's volleyball program, and not letting any of that stuff distract what their goals were. I'm proud of each year. I'm so proud of the effort that our team puts in and the commitment. But this group had to deal with a little bit extra. And this is also, when you think about it, and this was unique to Long Beach this year. But as a group, this group nationwide, that this age group also is dealing with all the stuff, the hangover from COVID and all the craziness that happened there too. So this group, for us, they've been through a lot, and a lot of it wasn't even just volleyball related. So I'm really proud of them. I love coaching this group. They want to be really, really good. They want to be better than they were the last time they played. They're super excited to go back and play. They're very proud of the work they've put in, and I can't wait to get started with this week in the gym with them, because I know they're very proud of how they respond to the matches, after matches that maybe they didn't play their best.
And for the Big West Conference, from the Big West Tournament, if you want to talk about the atmosphere at the Big West Tournament at UC Irvine, and the fandoms that came to cheer on their team, not just Long Beach State, but the other teams as well, and then the strength of the Big West Conference going into the NCAA tournament to show the entire nation how strong they are.
Yeah, I mean, I'm always super impressed with the conference, and I have been since the inception of it in 2018, and it was no different this year. Three of the top 5 teams in the nation in our conference. That makes for a very, very tough conference schedule and a very tough conference tournament. As far as the crowd, yeah, I thought it was great. I thought each team traveled fairly well. I thought it was loud, and it had a different feel each night that I was there. But I think people are, over the years when we played, whether it was the MPSF or whether it was the Big West, it's not that it's not there was apathy about the conference tournament, but it didn't seem like it was as exciting. Everyone was kind of waiting to get to the national tournament, and I think that the quality of the volleyball, the quality of the coaching across the board, and the administrators and the university's investment into our sport, into the product. Because you look at the last couple of years in Hawaii when it was here, and what Irvine just did last week with the arena, with the promotions, with there's Terraflex floor in all three venues. I mean, it's a production. I think it makes it more user friendly and crowd friendly, and the atmosphere was great. And people are starting to realize that, hey, the Big West tournament is a really good tournament to go watch, very high level, and you really don't know exactly what's going to happen. You know, you think back a couple of years ago when San Diego upset Hawaii in the semis and got all the way to the final run. Now you have Irvine beating us and getting to the finals, and it's you don't know. And if you're a fan of your team or the conference, it's like it's must see. You know, you can't miss it. So, yeah, it's great. And I think a lot of props need to go to Alex Penwall and her crew at the Big West, because they're doing such a good job being professional about running our tournament, and it's a significant step up than what I've been used to around men's volleyball. So a huge thanks to the Big West.
Thank you, Coach.
Awesome, thank you.